1, 2, 3, clap. It is kind of difficult coming up with something every time for an intro, isn't it?
It's really, why is that so hard?
I don't know. But you know what? Hi, welcome to Hey Buddy, Nice Podcast. Over in Scotland, that's Brogan Hastings.
And clearly struggling to think of something to say in the intro, it's Wayne Giovanazzi.
Yeah, I had nothing. This is episode 2 recording of the day. The problem with not having a real intro, it just means the music plays longer and we have to talk over it more.
Yeah.
As we sit
and
here
then
in
we
silence.
stop talking.
I was gonna wait and just leave it for as long as possible, but it's not. I mean, I like to sit here and listen to the Hey Buddy Nice Podcast intro theme song just for fun.
It is A+, 10 out of 10. Would listen to again on repeat. That is not even the original audio file that we were provided with by Froyo, by Justin. It's edited, it's truncated, it's cut down, it's sped up, but it's still masterpiece. Oh yeah.
What do we got to talk about today? Who knows? This is episode 2 where I've closed my website, my notepad, which has got everything on it that we talk about. So you know what? Let's do something different. Let's not try and make this sound like a natural conversation.
Oh, so do you mean let's make this sound like an actual conversation rather than...
No, let's try and make this sound like dot points written on a PowerPoint presentation.
Slide 1. What have we been talking about?
Yeah, let's see what's on the top of my list. The top of my list is Vegemite. It's a topic that's been brought up before. It doesn't matter. We can talk about during the break between recording episodes. I was like, I'm just going to have a quick bite to eat. So I got up and I made myself some bread with Vegemite on it, right? And I didn't come back to my computer to eat it so as not to offend Brogan's eyes on multiple levels. 1, having to watch me eat. 2, looking at Vegemite, which clearly I believe the term is disgusts you.
Yes.
Yes. And I realized, I go years without eating Vegemite, right? I probably went 10 years without eating Vegemite. And usually I'll buy a small jar and it doesn't get used up. It doesn't get even close to halfway and it gets thrown out because it expires, right? It gets beyond its best before date. This jar is like not much left in it at all. And it was only purchased like in probably November, which is not long for a jar of Vegemite to last in my household at least. And I realized, right, as you're eating Vegemite, if you're eating it not necessarily daily, but regularly, your tolerance to Vegemite grows. Yeah, remember how I'm like, this is how much you're meant to put on, you know, like the thin spread layer.
Yeah.
I noticed I'm putting like double that on it now.
Gross.
It's maybe I'm becoming numb to it. Maybe it's like I'm going to use this analogy, even though I've never done heroin.
I knew that's what you were going to say because I was thinking the exact same thing. Yeah,
it's the only thing I can think. Like maybe it's like it's not doing it for me anymore. Hence, am I going to overdose on Vegemite one day? That's my concern.
Please don't, because that would be incredibly inconvenient for me.
I didn't say I'm going to die from it, but I guess it would still be inconvenient if I'm like hospitalized from Vegemite intake. It is very high in salt content, so it could make me stroke out, I guess, at one point.
Yeah, please.
It's possible.
Lay off the Vegemite. It's gross. You don't need it.
Yeah, you just hate Aussie culture, don't you? See how I'm going a bit more
Bluey.
Aussie.
That's Aussie culture.
You've been watching some Bluey, I believe.
Yeah, we've mentioned this before, but I do like Bluey.
This does go against our previously established PowerPoint dot point format that we were going for today, but that's okay because I did not write Bluey down in the end, even though we were starting to discuss it. So Bluey has become a comfort watch background noise thing for you. Is that what it is?
Kind of. It's because most of the things I'm watching right now require subtitles. So pretty much everything apart from Bluey needs subtitles.
So what you're saying is you can't do something else at the same time as watching the subtitled stuff.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So if I want to have something on while I'm drawing, I'm usually going to stick on Bluey. There's probably other stuff I could stick on, but Bluey's the one to stick on just now.
That makes sense. See, I'm not really one to have something playing in the background while I'm doing something else, unless it's like music or something. But I need to watch what's on the screen to.
Yeah, I need the white noise of. I need something.
Anything to drown out the voices in your head for 5 minutes. We're not talking about that accent challenge because I can't remember if I won it or not.
But, I mean, you're making a joke, but yeah, my brain is incredibly noisy.
Look, that is not the joke that I was going to go for. The joke I was going to go for, I ended up culling because your mum listens to this podcast. I was going to say anything to drown out the screaming and fighting between your parents. But I don't know your household situation. That's not a very nice thing to say, even as a joke. So I'm not going to say it.
Are you going to cut that out of the edit?
No.
No, I do not know. My parents go to bed well before me. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
if anything, you're keeping them awake at night.
Yes, by playing Penn Sunday School and Great Night and whatever too loud.
Do you not use your headphones or anything? You don't like...
No,
you're not wearing them now, are you?
No, shit.
That could be a problem. We'll just take a moment. Hello, listener. This music is playing. There's no spoilers going on, but it's calming music just to let you know that Brogan is changing audio output devices just to make sure there isn't any weird echoes going on during the edit. Are we good?
We're all good. Yeah.
Sweet.
The problem is because I use AirPods, so they need charged.
Yeah.
So I take them off in between episodes.
I did notice that you were charging them. I meant to say something.
Yeah, I have been looking at wired headphones, mostly because the next time I go on holiday, I don't want to wear my AirPods in the plane. Because the next time I go on holiday is the next time I'm going to Vegas. Yes. And AirPods don't last for a 10-hour flight.
Yeah. See, I take these puppies, my big over-ear Sony's XM4s, and they will last however many hours I'll be flying. XM5s exist now as well, if you're Googling that right now, Brogan.
I am. Oh, okay, that's me.
Brogan just saw the price.
They're not cheap. They are not cheap.
No, they're not cheap. It's their, I don't want to say flagship, but it's their most popular, I guess, the ones that they want to sell to people.
Yeah, like, holy Jesus, man.
By
like
all
the
means,
ones that are sitting in my basket are like $36.99.
Yeah.
And even that, I was like, that's a bit pricey.
Yeah. I've got a good relationship with headphones. Good, bad, I don't know, whatever it is. When I was working at an electronics store, Sony used to have this thing for employees, right, who worked at retail, where you would do their learning. I don't know. Basically, they'd have quizzes, learning packets that you would complete, and you would earn points to put towards Sony products, right? Oh. But it used to be, if you had enough points, you can just get these, or they would have sometimes competitions where it's like, so do the training module. That's the word I was looking for, module. Do the training module, and then do the quiz, but then tell us how you would sell these to a customer in 25 words or less. And you can win headphones, for example, which I say is a specific example because that's what I'm talking about. I've ended up with many, many, many pairs of headphones from doing this. I ended up, my first pair of headphones, it was my first noise cancelling Sonys. I don't know what they were anymore, but they weren't wireless or anything. It was plug-in, and they weren't full over ears. They were just like sit on top of the ear, so they were quite awkward. And then it was one of these sell it to a customer things, competitions, and they had like 4 to give away, and I got one of them, which was before they started doing the XM series of headphones. But they were full wireless, worth a few $100. I missed out on winning the XM3s because I came second, god damn it, in my this is how I'd sell them. But it was my first true wireless earbuds before the XM1s, I guess you would call them, WF1000, whatever. And then I was only at this job in this retail for 5-6 months, most of these headphones I got when I was no longer working this job. So I was not allowed to win these or earn these. So
allegedly.
No, this is not allegedly, but it's too late now. They've given them to me, and the program doesn't exist anymore either. So that's
probably because of you, specifically because of you not working there and getting they found out it's like we have to shut this down.
Yeah, no, they changed it to where you would get store discounts and have to purchase stuff. But that has sort of ruined me for headphones because now I want to buy nice headphones every time. Yeah, I'm not dropping you can get amazing quality, thousands of dollars worth of headphones, but I'm not prepared to do that. So.
Yeah, I know what you mean because I had a couple of lower brand, cheaper, AirPod style things. And then when I moved to actual AirPods, I was like, oh, right. Yeah, okay. I get it now. Yeah.
But no, these will last me. I won't have to charge them. The only time I have to charge them is I turn on the noise cancelling when I'm editing this show and forget to turn them off. Otherwise, they will last me forever. Not forever. They last a long time, but they'll certainly do the flight and beyond. Because when you go on holiday next, it's probably, you said, when you go to Vegas next?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to be going on holiday around the same time as you.
All right.
Yeah, I think it's to Vegas. I think we kind of hinted at that before.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going on a trip.
Yeah.
I say it's a trip, but for tax purposes, it is business related.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh,
we need to we need to incorporate a business first.
We need to get this monetized so we can claim all this shit.
Yeah.
What are we thinking? Why are we not doing that? What's the equivalent of an LLC in Scotland and Australia? I just set up an ABN.
Limited company, so LTD.
All right, so LTD and a ABN number and sorted. Done.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. But yeah, you'll know when we're going to be traveling because I don't know how we're going to do this podcast when we're traveling.
We're going to have to do a couple of bank episodes, so there's going to be episodes without accent challenges or words or stuff where we just do shit.
Exactly, but there's going to be episodes when we're away that are going to be unedited. I think is probably. But the plan is we're going to get guests and stuff as well.
We're going to take full advantage while we're away.
Yeah. And we're going to be in Vegas. We're going to fully bring to realization that Matt Donnie doesn't exist, but Matt Donnelly is a total real person, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure that Matt Donnelly is a very real person.
Yeah, and we're still not giving any details of when or anything like that, so you'll have to suffer.
No, we have our reasons, but we can reveal that we have a trip planned, a joint trip planned.
Yeah,
to Vegas.
And if you're thinking, hang on, I know the Scoop community. I know that there's a big Scoop event happening. I tell you now, we're not going to the 1,000th episode recording.
No.
So it's not that, sucker. Think again.
Sorry, peeps who wanted to see us at that event. We're not going. Specifically because we've spent all our money on this other trip.
Yeah, that's right. What were we talking about before we got onto headphones and shit? But we were talking about something else before headphones that I totally can't remember. So I guess... Bluey. Yeah, that's right. I was going to ask you, has Bluey made you cry yet?
No, but I can understand why it would make other people cry.
Okay, yeah. Like people who are parents.
Oh, yeah. It has made me go, oh, but, not actual tears yet. It's very cute. It's a very sweet show.
I tell you, something that was trying very hard to get some tears out of me was the Christmas special of Ghosts UK.
Oh, really?
It was trying very hard with, what's his face? I can't remember his name, with the arrow through his neck.
Oh, Pat.
No, Pat, yeah, Pat, when he's with the Christmas videos and then...
I know.
Yeah, and the reveal at the end, it's like, oh, they're trying hard here. Mm-hmm. They're trying hard.
Yeah.
But maybe it's the whole Penn Jillette, Matt Donnelly thing, getting older, where like everything makes them cry? What if that's happening to me now?
Quite a lot of things make me cry. Not real life things, but...
No, that's okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, don't get me started on real life things.
I try to think of the last thing I cried at. I can't remember. But I know whatever it was some kind of TV thing. Actually, I think I remember. I think it was one of the last Ghost ones. I think the last time I cried at something like that was the first Ghost Christmas special when they were singing at the piano.
My memory is shot.
Right at the end of... they were singing it in the bleak midwinter, and Alison starts singing it, and then one by one sort of ghosts come along and sing it together. For a 2-year-old Christmas special.
Yeah. I didn't give away the details of the current Ghost special, so I didn't need to play the music then, and it was perfect time. Yeah. I think that spoiling music should be reserved for spoiling old shit only.
Yeah.
Like 30-year-old Addams Family movies.
Yeah.
Another thing that was trying very, very, very hard was so there's a show called Call Me Kat, right? It's a stupid, shitty sitcom. But Leslie Jordan, the actor.
Oh yes, I heard about this.
Because he died in a car accident. It's like they finished up the. Just in case you do watch the show, even though it's just I enjoy it. It's about someone who runs a cat cafe, and of course that's interesting to me. And there's cats in every episode except for one stupid fucking episode. But so like they go through the whole episode, and basically the plot becomes is that because he'd recently met someone. And they'd gone on holiday together in this episode. Like in the previous season, met someone, they're in a relationship. They've gone on holiday and they've decided they're not coming back. Basically, they're going to start a business there and all that. And then at the end, the guy who plays his partner brings out a director's chair that says Leslie Jordan on it, places it in front of the camera, and then they all walk up to the chair and they're like, what we've done here today is given the character a happy ending, and then talking about him, and then you see like the whole cast starts like tearing up, and like the big pretty boy manly man starts crying. It's like, man, they're trying really hard here.
Oh,
but and then like they sort of like whole slideshow photos and stuff. But it is kind of weird because they can't really just like replace the character, but it was also because it is more of an ensemble show, kind of like Big Bang Theory kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's Jim Parsons. It's what's her face, Miam Balik or whatever her name is.
Oh,
she's the main in it. So it's like produced by Jim Parsons and all that. So, but the good thing is it doesn't feel like Big Bang Theory, which I ended up hating so much by the end.
I don't like Big Bang Theory a lot because all the clips I watched, it was very much throwing out geek words for the sake of throwing out geek words. And I was like,
that's exactly it.
What does any of this mean? Like there was one where it was like what was it? Ninja Turtles versus Doctor Who on the battlefield of Thundercats. And you're like, what does that mean?
No, it doesn't make any sense.
Mean? But it's because I will give Big Bang Theory A+ notes, A+, like 10 out of 10, A+, 5 stars for having Teller as Amy's dad, because every scene he's in is a fucking delight.
Yeah, but come on, not just Teller. It wasn't Kathy Bates, the mother as well.
Kathy Bates,
yeah. Come on, it's perfect.
Excellent.
Yeah. But no, the thing with those jokes is that the show is not targeted towards your nerd geek culture.
No.
It's to the standard lowest common denominator, and they have to make the jokes so that they understand. They're talking nerdy stuff, even though it doesn't make sense.
And that's why it always annoyed me when members of my family would say, "Oh, you don't watch Big Bang Theory? Oh, you'd love it." And it's like, no, I wouldn't. It's not written for people like me. It's not. Just
when it
stop.
first started, it was okay. It wasn't great, but it was watchable.
I remember being intrigued by it because Kaylee Cuoco, I don't know how you... Yeah. Because I liked watching 8 Simple Rules, which she was on a few years before. But speaking of fears, that one was terrible.
Well, yeah, I mean, talk about shows where the main character dies.
Yeah, that was heartbreaking, and that keeps coming up on my TikTok and making me sad about it all over again.
Yeah. I've lost his name. I know his name.
John Ritter.
Yep. Yeah, because John Ritter would pop up in stuff all the time, like Buffy and Scrubs. And I mean, sure, not just as bit parts. He's done his own other, like Two's Company and stuff like Three's Company and things like that. Oh,
yeah, he was a big name.
Yeah.
But...
And then there was a show that came out with his son that was good, and that got cancelled. That's the end of that story. I got nothing else on it.
No, Big Bang Theory's really single shining light, possibly 2 shining lights are Teller and Kathy Bates.
Yep. I mean, you had... I think they did try to bank on guest stars sometimes, like... Stephen Hawkins and stuff like that, but it's like
Mark Hamill was on it.
Mark Hamill, George Takei, I'm sure as well showed up, didn't he? I can't remember.
Yeah.
I try not to remember. It's not a show that I would go back and watch again.
No,
even though
again, I would only watch clips.
Yeah.
Very specific clips.
Yep. From the last couple of seasons. Okay, that's enough about talking about TV shows that try to make you cry. So I guess that wasn't a dot point, but we've got another dot point here. And the dot point is, it would be remiss to not try and keep our spot as the #1 license plate and bumper sticker talk podcast, would we not?
Yes.
All right. So have you seen any license plates and or bumper stickers of note in the fair land of Scotland?
I haven't in Scotland, but I was sent one by our friend Jobeth, almost formerly known as the Almost Psychic, now known as Judgmentalist.
Yes.
Where he sent me a picture of his license plate, which is tricky.
His actual license plate.
His actual license plate is tricky.
Because it's tricky.
Yes, and I said to him, I want to go and listen to It's Tricky by the Beastie Boys, not realising I actually meant Run DMC.
The Beastie Boys. The Beastie Boys and Run DMC, two different groups altogether.
Did they do a collab or something? Is that why I'm getting confused? I don't know.
I'll be honest, my knowledge of Run DMC and the Beastie Boys is not great.
Yeah, mine neither. I just whichever the one that had the Penn and Teller in the video of it, then that's the one.
Tricky, yeah. The one that was the theme song to SSX Tricky on GameCube and PlayStation 2 and possibly Xbox.
Oh, I never played that, so I didn't know.
No, neither did I. There was. I only know it because there was when I pre-ordered my GameCube, they gave me a 8cm CD-ROM, right? Because the GameCube games are 8cm discs, right?
Yeah,
but it doesn't play on the GameCube because it's CD-ROM, or it might have been a DVD. No, it's definitely a CD-ROM because you put it in and then you select learn about the GameCube or trailers for upcoming games, and Tricky was one of them. I wonder where that is now. I'll have to look for it. Not that I need it.
But it's probably a collector's item.
Maybe, sure. Why not? I wouldn't buy it off me, but I'm not selling it. So,
people on eBay buy
it.
Weird things, myself included.
Yeah, they do. I've sold a set of night vision goggles that were in the collector's edition of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 for $200.
Oh, wow.
And after I sold them, the next day, the guy was like, hey, I want to cancel this. I was like, I've already sent it, bruh. Too late. Of course, I hadn't sent it yet. I did send it that day, though.
Yeah.
But, yeah. That's 200 buckaroonies.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Dollary dues.
Dollary dues, yeah. Buckaroonies are US currency. My bad. So Joe, that makes sense. He does tricky things, magician-wise. More of a mentalist, though, being the judgmentalist.
Yep.
I'm surprised that wasn't a tough get that Tricky wasn't already taken. But I guess it's by state, though, isn't it? I guess if you go to a different state, that would make sense. Any others? Like I know there was one that was mentioned on Twitter, but it wasn't sent in to us directly. But
we can talk about it.
Yeah. Sarah Boyle on Twitter mentioned that they saw a license plate that just said it was WOOOOOW. So it said wow. And they mentioned that all they could hear was Owen Wilson. Wow. Yeah.
Owen Wilson wows.
But other than that, I've seen what have I seen? I saw a license plate and a bumper sticker, different cars. The bumper sticker was today, and I don't believe it. I believe it is a lie. It is not factual, but it just said my other car is a hearse. And look, unless they are working at a funeral parlor or what, I don't believe it was a hearse. And modern hearses do not look like hearses. When I picture a hearse, I'm thinking, Addams Family. I'm not picturing what are they called?
Like a black limo.
Yeah, basically a limo. That's not a hearse nowadays. It's like, prove it. Prove that your other car is a hearse. I'd respect it more if it said my other car is the Starship Enterprise, USC, whatever it is. I don't know.
Because at least you could understand the reference.
Yeah, exactly. But then the license plate I saw, look, they're talking down to himself, right? They're what was it called? It's not self-hate, self-deprecating, I guess. Yeah. It said, Debbie, no one. It's like, Debbie, don't be that hard. You are somebody to someone, I'm sure.
You're somebody to us, Debbie.
Yeah. Actually, now that I'm looking at it written down, I think it might have been Debbie number 1. That would make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
But then, if that's what it is, again, Debbie, prove it. Prove that you are number 1. Yeah. You have to kill every other Debbie in existence, unless you were the first Debbie to be born.
The original Debbie.
The original Debbie. Oh, no. What if Debbie has more than one car? What if the car's name is Debbie?
Oh.
This is opening up a whole new world of license plate thought. Like, I
feel like it's something we should stop talking about because we'll get, hitmen sent after us. They know too much.
Debbie sends out a contract killer, Agent 47.
Exactly.
But yeah, I don't think I would name my car. And if I was going to name it, I wouldn't name it Debbie.
No, I probably could name my car, but I do refer to, I treat my car more like a dog than anything else. Like if it's struggling to get reversed in somewhere and I get it and I go, good boy, come on, good boy.
Why would your car, which you purchased brand new, be struggling to reverse? Or is it
I'm thinking more specifically when it was icy.
Okay, that's fine.
When it was icy and we're on a slight incline, so if it was struggling to get traction to reverse up, then...
Do you drive auto or manual?
Manual. I don't think we have many auto cars here in the UK.
Come on. No.
I've never been in a car that's not had manual.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Because we know the story of me getting my license, but I specifically went for my auto as well, just to make sure I was not going to fail.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Even though I did all my learnings in a manual.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. A manual is a stick shift for those who don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
That was very surprising. I wonder if it's got to do with like driving conditions. If a lot of cars...
Possibly.
I think it needs more research, and that research is going to be done by someone other than us. Because I mean, I'm interested, but I'm not interested.
I mean, it's not really connected to license plates, so it's not our area of expertise.
Yeah. So you never, I guess you never, like, just for fun, pretend you're driving. Because if I'm pretending I'm driving a manual. So I go, like I'm changing the gears. But I won't pretend that I'm driving like a CVT that doesn't even have gear steps. It just continues revving forever.
I've never really thought about it. I don't think I've ever pretended to drive a car. Now, or certainly not for a long, long time.
Why would you not pretend to drive a car? I was driving my car the other day, and while I was driving my car, I was pretending to drive a car. True story. And it was a manual stick shift.
I mean, I've been driving for a long-ass time at this point. 13 years. I've been driving for 13 years, almost.
Hang on. 13 years. What year was it?
It was October 2010 that I passed my test. So it's probably actually closer to 12 years, but 13 years this year.
For a second, I was a bit scared that we both got our license at the same time.
When did you get yours?
Oh, like 2006, 2007.
Oh, there we go. So.
Yeah. I forget that time actually continues to flow.
Yeah.
So 13 years sounds like, it was a lot longer than 13 years ago, is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. And speaking of which, Mitsula, also very offended about how old you are. Saying that Austin Powers is older than you.
Yeah. Austin
is
Powers
that true,
is
though?
Me, Adam Sam.
Hang on. Yeah. How long ago was 30 years? No, Austin Powers is not older than you. It's just Goldmember was the first Austin Powers you saw. Austin Powers came out in 97.
Yeah, so I'm younger than Austin Powers, the film. Only just. But I did say I was older than Addams Family.
What year are you born?
93.
So yeah, you're older than Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you just said younger. Either way.
I'm older than Austin Powers, but younger than Addams Family.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That makes perfect sense. Mm-hmm. Cool. So redemption there,
just keep naming other films I'm younger than.
The Matrix. I only say The Matrix because I was in a store today that had some for sale original Matrix toys. It's like, these are old as shit.
Yeah.
And they were in package. Brand new.
The Matrix is 99, so I am older than that one.
Yeah. That's correct. I knew that. Let's see. Bridge over River Kwai.
Younger.
Yeah, I'm younger than that too. Just, even playing field there. One time, you know the game Seen It, yeah?
Yeah, I'm really good at that game.
Yeah. I was playing it with Shannon one time, and it was one of the questions. He got a question on a card, and I gave him the clue or whatever. He's like, I've got no idea. Can you give me a hint? I'm like, yeah, it's a real old movie. And he goes, Bridge over River Kwai. I'm like, you son of a bitch. That was the correct answer.
Well, I remember one where the clip played and all it was, or it was like the screenshot or something, and all it was a black and white picture of a woman in a telephone box. Mm-hmm. And I said to my mum, that's the birds.
Of course.
And she went, no, it's not. And it was. And she was like, how did you know that? I was like, I just know.
I'm pretty sure the birds was in colour though, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. Really?
No.
Maybe it's been colorized at some point.
Possibly. It seems like a popular enough film that it would have been, rather big enough.
If only there was a way to find out easily, but I guess we'll never know. There was also a Xbox 360 version of Seen It as well, and
really?
I'm a little bit distraught because it came with. You remember the game Buzz on PlayStation?
Yes.
Where it came with like Buzz controllers. Mm-hmm. Like you plug them into the PlayStation on long cables. This was wireless buzzers. So it had a big buzzer and then your A, B, X, Y buttons on it as well. Mm-hmm. And only worked with the Seen It games. Last week, I had to throw them out. And I've had them for so long. I haven't played the game in a long time because I haven't had an Xbox that could play, not set up anyway. Because in the shed, I was getting rid of stuff that we no longer needed. I had a box in there, but water or condensation got into the shed and it was filled with cables and stuff. Moldy as fuck. So they had to go. PlayStation 2 controllers, the contacts are all rusted and fucked. So it's like, I'm just going to ditch them. It's like, I don't think it's salvageable. So I had to get rid of some stuff, which was unfortunate. And the Seen It controllers are the hard ones because it's the only way to play the game, I think, is with those controllers. The buzzers, I don't think you can play it with a standard controller. Ooh. I quite enjoyed those Seen It games.
Yeah. I haven't played Seen It in a long time. That was a good game.
I've got Seen It 1 and 2, Seen It Simpsons, and a travel version as well.
I had Seen It and Seen It HP, and I'm not qualifying what HP stands for because
Lovecraft.
Fuck
clearly.
the author of that. Fuck the author of the HP series.
Oh yeah, H.P. Lovecraft also probably racist and shit as well.
Do you know what? The writing was on the wall, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The signs were there.
Yeah. So clearly it's you're talking about Bill Cosby? No, not Bill Cosby. R. Kelly.
Yes, I'm talking about R. Kelly.
Yep. The famous author.
But yeah, they should redo Seen It and bring it back because it was a good game.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know. The DVD genre is dead. I don't think it works very well now. It would have to be digital. Like they could, well, yeah, like with like the Riff Tracks game. That's filled with video clips and shit. They could do it digital. Why not?
Yeah,
they should. So, Seen It, peeps, if you're listening, we've just told you how to run your business. I'm not saying
Randy
I'd buy
Pitchford,
the game.
Mundane Randy. That should be your next project.
That's what we were talking about. Your artwork with Pain and Terror, and I tagged Duval Magic, Randy Pitchford, just because I figure he'd want to see it, obviously, and he still might. I don't think he's seen it yet because he hasn't retweeted or anything like that. But that also got me remembering back in my game days, Randy Pitchford in person taught me how to play Borderlands face to face.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. This is before I think people were like, oh, hey, that's Randy Pitchford or anything like that. It was just like, yeah, I'm head of Gearbox Software. I'm here with this guy who I don't know who it was. I actually think it may have been the voice of Claptrap, but I'm not sure.
Ooh.
I don't know for
sure. It wasn't Penn, was it?
No.
Because Penn's friends with Randy, that's why I'm asking.
Penn is friends with Randy between Borderlands 2 and Borderlands 3.
Ah.
Yeah, Director's Cut era is when they became friends because he backed at a very high level. But no, it was at a game conference over in Sydney. They were over there this is before Borderlands came out, and they showed off gameplay and live gameplay, them in front of a big screen and all that. And I was like, I like the art style of the game. I'll have to remember to check that out on the show floor. And I remember there was no one, it was just me and my, who was it? Dave. It was Dave Acton. Shout out to Dave. We would walk around the show floor and no one was at the Borderlands booth. So I was like, all right, we'll give it a shot. And it was Randy Pitchford and this other guy teaching you how to play and telling us about the game. It's like, basic controls is COD controls. And it's like, this is what you're going to want to do. You're going to do this, you're going to want to do that. And yeah, it's very weird to think about at the time. I didn't know who Randy Pitchford was. I mean, I didn't give a shit about like the Brothers in Arms games or anything like that, or anything else Gearbox had done. And then now I can look back at it and say, yeah, boy, did I know him when.
That's a very cool fact to know.
Yeah.
That's a very cool thing to happen to you.
What were we talking? Oh, yeah, so Mundane Randy. I can't believe it took me a while to work that out. And even then it was explained to me.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to do a weird errand for someone?
Probably, but I can't think off the top of my head.
Okay, because it happened last week for me. My brother is ill, naturally.
Yes.
Due to we still live in an era of the vid.
He's got the vid. The Covis.
Yeah. The Covis, yeah. And he's doing the correct civic thing and not leaving the house, even though he's not doing too bad. But he's like, can I be an asshole and ask you to do some shit for me? So, yeah, sure. So some of it was basic, like I need kitty litter. I need cat food. Yeah. I need this as well. But one of the things was I need the cat medicine, the medicine for the cat, hence it being called cat medicine. And I'm like, yep, I can do that. And it's like, the vet is right around the corner from my house. just say, I'm here to get this medicine for Speedy Giovinazzi, which always weirds me out that they give the cat or the pet the last name of the owner.
Yeah.
When I have a dog, my dog is going to have a completely different last name, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm deciding it now that it's going to have a different last surname to me.
I thought it was because there's the chance of multiple cats being called Speedy. And
yeah.
Point of giving it the last name of the owner is that you can say, oh, that's so-and-so's cat.
Look, if they go dog's name, comma, Giovinazzi, that's fine. As long as they're not saying the dog's name is Giovinazzi. I'm good with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because
right.
the dog is not, I guess it's adopted. It could be an adopted name. But adopted children don't always take on that. I don't know. I wouldn't know. Where was I? Oh, yeah, cat medicine. So, just go in and ask for it. I'm like, yep, cool. So I go in, hey, I'm here to pick up this specific medication for Speedy Giovinazzi. And she just looks at me. And I'm like, am I at the such and such vet? It's like, yes. But have you ordered the medication? And I'm like, I do believe so, yes. And I say with all the authority and knowledge of the world. And it's like, all right, let me check. Tippity-tappity, tippity. Silence. Tippity-tappity. No, it hasn't been ordered. But let me go check out the back if it's in. She goes out the back, comes back. Yeah, we've got it. Like, cool. Oh. More tippity-tappity, tippity-tappity. And it's the tablets, right? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if the cat takes that. I say, this is not my cat. This is my brother's cat. I'll have to make a phone call. And she's like, well, it looks like it's been tablets in the past. I'm like, is that a question? Because I don't know if that's a question or if this is fact. So I'm quickly messaging Ryan. It's like, does Speedy usually take tablets? It's like, yes, Speedy takes tablets. I'm like, oh, good. And Ryan's like, it'll be $55 for the cat medicine. She's like, that's $56.90. I'm like, I was told it was $55. No. So, yeah. But all the information I had was wrong, factually incorrect, and misprovided. So and I'm thinking it's an easy task, and it's like, what? I go in with confidence, and I know that I shouldn't do that. So it's my own fault.
You tried.
Anytime I go in with confidence, it's shot down. And when I dropped off the stuff to Ryan, I put it in out the front of his house and called him. It was like, yo, your shit's here. And I think the cats were happy to be out of the house as well, because I don't think they've been locked up in the house with him being sick, because they can come and go. But they both came out the house, and usually they're like you see them and they're just like, hey, what are you doing sitting there? But they both came up to me. I was like, kitties, I cannot pat you because you may have COVIDs on you.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this is the first time they'll run up for pats and cuddles, and it's like, oh, can't do it.
And now you've taught them, don't run up to me.
Yeah.
I cannot pat you. I would have just done it.
Yeah, no, not worth it.
I would have risked it. For petting a kitty, for petting a puppy? Yeah. Fuck yeah, I would have risked it.
You see, Speedy, the medication is not for his missing leg. It is for, he has a thyroid issue, overactive thyroid. So he needs it. Otherwise, he is basically starving all the time. So he seemed very happy to take the medication, but clearly hates it. So he knows that it's good for him and is just putting up with it. So fucking, you're the man, Speedy. You know what you're doing.
Yeah. Respect.
Yeah. Oh, I pounded my chest a little too hard then. Should we continue with dot points?
What other dot points have we got? Let's see what information we've got there.
What do we got? We didn't refer... This was on the list and it was out of order, but I think I didn't want to do the dot point about me stopping caring about something that I cared about deeply for the last multiple years.
Is it going to depress you?
No, it's going to save me money.
We like to keep things up. We like to keep things, cheery-ish on this show.
Well, I just think I've stopped caring about the basketball and the Perth Wildcats. Yeah.
How does Kes feel about this?
The same.
Oh!
Yeah. It's going to save us money if we don't renew our membership for next season. Mm-hmm. But, I don't know. I don't want to say it's because they're losing or anything like that, because I enjoy going to the games. Mm-hmm. I know what it is. I worked out what it is. Mm-hmm. There is no way to watch, because half the games are away. There's no way to watch them without having to pay a service provider to watch them. So I think that might be my issue, because I've missed so many away games. Mm-hmm. I've stopped giving a fuck.
Yeah.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
But we'll ride out the rest of the season. Like, go to the home games. Like, we've also missed multiple home games because they're on like stupid days of the week, like Wednesdays, where you've got to get up early for work the next day, and that's it's
just stupid.
That was my other dot point. What else we got? We did that. There's nothing happening in my life to discuss.
Do you know what? See, seeing your t-shirts kind of reminded me of this, and I don't know if it's along the similar. It looks a little woodcut style.
It is Legend of Zelda Wind Waker.
Yeah, so it's kind of like sort of tablet, that kind of style that looks carved and then printed on it.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about trying something like that.
Okay.
You know, trying to work out how I would do that. Because I like the idea. But
did they ever have you do anything like that in art class in school?
No.
Not even in like kindergarten, like cutting out shapes in potatoes, making potato stamps.
Oh, potatoes. Yeah, potato stamps, yeah. When we were little itty bitty babies.
Yeah.
But like high school art class and stuff was just like drawing, painting, a little bit of clay modelling work.
See, they had us do some like screen printing and like what you're talking about. It had laminate, where you'd cut out the shapes or the design in the laminate and then roll over it and press.
Yeah. See,
stuff like that.
Because I think with screen printing, there's a way to do it through the Cricut, or to set up the template through the Cricut, which I have, which would be easier.
I was very confused for a few moments. I'm thinking, like, you can like send your design to the sport of cricket.
No, but that's kind of the point. I'd quite like, because I like having the ability to do my own stickers. I still need to figure out how to get it done properly. But I think my biggest issue with that isn't the Cricut, it's the printer. Which I may have fixed, but I'm not sure. But something like when I've done cutting out of vinyl before, it came out quite good because I printed out my logo, or cut my vinyl out a logo and put it on my suitcase. And
that sort of vinyl, as they do.
Just because of the style my logo is, it's got too many thin lines in it.
But still, a suitcase, the way your luggage gets handled, it's never going to last.
Yeah, the actual outline lasted. That was fine, okay. And the lettering didn't. But again, it's quite thin for that. Yeah. But the actual outline of the ram's head lasted, which was cool. But yeah, I'd like that because it'd be nice to print something and not have to send away to get it on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I like that idea. I like the idea of being able to do prints, you know, just by rolling ink and stamping. I think that's cool. That always looks cool.
Yeah. Okay, we're deep enough into going. I think we're deep enough in. We had some technical issues earlier, and we were recording for like 20 minutes. We've been going for another 30 minutes, so we're like 45 minutes in, I reckon. Yeah. Is that too early to drop into this? We're not doing an accent challenge. That's the thing. That's the problem.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. Oh, let's talk about the past accent challenge. The one that is, as we speak, is currently in progress, and that's the Dr. Evil's childhood accent challenge. I've said I was going to vote for Chris, and I voted for Chris, and I believe Chris should win this accent challenge. But last time I checked, before we started recording, all three of us dead even heat, 33.3% of the vote apiece.
Yeah. It's pretty much the same on my end. It's still currently like that as well. Although on my end, it shows Chris winning by 1%. But I think that's because mine doesn't have the points.
It's not doing the average. It's because 100 divided by 3, it has a 0.3 recurring.
Yeah.
But there were times...
Listen to you with your fancy maths terms.
Yeah. There was times when Chris was doing it, I was like, that just sounds like Dr. Evil.
Yeah.
So just right at the start, I was like, where do I begin? I was like, holy shit. He buried the lead on that, I think. It's like, oh, Wayne, you're going to win. It's like, yeah, sure, buddy, sure.
You don't win accent challenges.
I've been known to. It's happened.
But yeah, so we're not doing that one this week.
No, we're going to try. This may not work. We're going to try and play a game. And that game
it's an experiment.
It's an experiment. It is You Lying Sack, the game by Exploding Kittens and Penn, Jillette.
Hang on.
We've got a question from the Peanut Gallery. Oh,
I'm
there we go.
recording this on video because I think it would be funny if we posted this.
Yeah, right. Cool.
So we're playing.
You're not
You Lying
exactly
Sack.
Clued in. You Lying Sack. I assume you got both of us on this or whatever.
I do, yes. We're both on screen.
So no, just me. So the way you're not fully across the rules, but I am, so I can cheat.
Yeah.
What we'll do?
You
we'll start
lying
off,
sack.
You got to take 2 of these red foam. These are the bad pieces, right? And you're going to put them in front of you. That's your pile.
Cool.
That you don't want to grow. Where's my dice? There it is.
I haven't even opened the packet of red stuff yet.
Have you? All right. We'll cut some of this.
I just got to save myself on camera. Yeah. I'm shaking it into the bag, people.
Yeah. It's like, come on, got it. Ah. Oh, okay.
Wow, they really stuffed all these foam stuff into the bag, didn't they?
They do. And it will never fit back properly in the box again.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the box lid sticks up a bit.
It never does, though, doesn't it? Where? I just dropped one. Where did you go?
Right, so for those playing at home, you're not actually playing. But basically what it is, we've got these red foam things. There's 50 of these red foam things. They're the bad things. And there's one of this rubbery blue thing, which is the good thing. The idea is you don't want bad things. Yes, that plastic bag is not a game piece. That Brogan just held up
that
to the...
That does make me laugh.
It could suffocate a baby. It would be a very small baby, but a baby nonetheless. The idea is you want to keep your pile of bad things as low as possible, because if you get 10 bad things, you're out. You lose. And in this case, with only 2 players, that is end of game. So you've got all your foam pieces and the good thing in the bag, in your bag, which, by the way, look at that face. Look at the face in the bag. Wrong way around, bro. There you go. All right. So, do you want to go first or do you want to go second?
I'll go second because I'll see how you do it and go from that.
So, on your board, put the dial to the number 2.
Yes.
That is the number. So now my job is to either take out 2 bad things or take out the good thing. So, first thing I do is I roll.
So you choose.
Yes. And by sticking your hand in the bag, you can feel what's the good thing is because it's different shape and texture. Yes. First thing is, though, I roll the dice. And I've just rolled a 5. Now, that will come into play later. Now, I put my hand in the bag and I take either 2 bad things or I take 1 good thing. So I've got my hand. I show you my hand. And I have to say the phrase, my hand is full of bad things. Will you take them? Now, you either have to decide, yes, I do believe Wayne does have the bad things, so I do not want what's in his hand. But I might be lying. I might actually have the good thing. But I have to read that phrase no matter what. You may think that, and you're like, I think you've got the good thing, so I will take it. So what are you going to do?
Right. I will reject your bad things.
Brogan rejects the offer. Good call. It was 2 bad things. That means the bad things go in my pile. When you're playing 2 players, it gets to 10 very fast. Now we turn our dial 1, so it's up to 3.
Both of us turn the dial.
Well, yeah, just so we know where we're at.
Oh, yeah, because there's only 1 dial per game.
We're playing this with 2 versions, with 2 copies of the game, remotely.
This is the longest distance
I think it's
game of this ever.
I don't think it's been done before. Good thing we're recording it because we can send this to Penn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you need to either you need to roll the dice.
4.
Okay. Now you have to decide if you're going to pull out 3 bad things or the 1 good thing.
Right.
And you can try and fake out by the way you're holding your hand or whatever. When you're playing in person, I can look at your hand from any angle, but you also have the right to move your hand away from me as far as you wish.
Ah. Right. So, I have My hand is full of bad things. Will you take them?
I'm going to say, yes, I will take your bad things. Because I think it's a good thing. What is it? Oh, god damn it, it's 3 bad things. All right, that means I take my 3 triangles. So I'm up to 7 now. We're going to get to 10 pretty quickly.
And these go back in the bag, yes, on my end.
Yeah, they may as well, because normally, you would give me those 3. But
yeah.
The way we're playing, it doesn't matter. So now we turn it, the wheel, we're now at 4. Now I roll the dice, and it's a 5. So I either have to take 4 bad things or the good thing. My hand is full of bad things. Will you take them?
I will take it.
Oh no. It is the good thing. It's the good thing. So now what that means is, because I've rolled a 5, and you've got the good thing, you would give me 5 of your bad things. If more people were playing, everyone playing would be taking 5 bad things from you or out of the bag. So how many bad things have you got right now?
2.
You would give me both those 2, and I would take 3 more from the bag. So you can put your 2 in the bag, and I'll take 5 out of my bag. So that puts me on, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That means I lose because it's first to 10. But let's keep going.
Let's go this game.
Let's go to... Okay, let's... You're right. We'll start again, but we'll go to 20 this time, hey?
Yeah, I think that's good.
So reset the wheel to 2.
Yep.
Roll your dice, and then make your decision. 2 bad things or the good thing.
Hang on. 2. My hand is full of bad things. Will you take them?
Let's see. Are you willing to angle your hand around a bit for me?
In which way?
Just like this. I'm going to say, no, you can keep that.
Thanks.
Oh, it was the good thing.
So what happens in that case if I get the good thing?
If you get the good thing, you give me 2 of your good things. So you put your 2 back. Bad things. So you put yours back, and I'll take 2 out of my bag that represent yours. Cool. God damn it. All right. The wheel moves to 3. I roll my dice. Oh, wait, sorry. What did you roll? What number did you roll?
I did roll a 2.
Okay, yeah, so I take 2 of them. Because if you rolled a 4, I'd have to take 4. Okay. I've rolled a 3. I'm deciding on 3 things or the good thing. But this time I'm taking the good thing. My hand is full of bad things. Will you take them? I say, as I clearly have the good thing.
Since you asked me, I'll ask you, are you willing to rotate your hand?
Sure.
Any which direction?
There you go. Up and down.
To show the sides of your fist?
How do you like them apples, hey? I mean, you can have this good thing if you want it.
I will take the good thing.
Like I said, it's the good thing. There you go. You don't have any, do you? Any bad things right now? That's another 3 to me. I am terrible at this game. I really wish there were more players. Let's go to 4. Roll your dice. Roll your little blue dice.
2 again.
2 again.
My dice is very, lenient towards you.
Yeah. Whereas mine cost me 4 fucking bad things.
Right. My hand is full of bad things. Will you take them?
No. God damn it, is it a good thing again? What did you roll?
I rolled a 2.
It's literally 50-50 chance. You think it would pay off for me one goddamn time. Alright, we're up to 5 bad things. I've rolled my dice. It's a 2. My hand is full of bad things. Will you take them?
Can you rotate your fist so I can see the sides?
That's all I'm willing to do.
I'm going to say I reject your bad things.
Oh, you reject my bad things. Oh, look. Finally, I win a round. It's the good thing.
I'll give that to you.
So I'll put 2 of mine back and you take 2. The scores sit at 7 versus 2. At least this game's gone a bit longer. Oh, now we're up to number 6 bad things. What'd you roll?
I'm actually going to redo it because I wasn't... 2. Is my dice loaded
2.
or something?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So the thing is, if you roll a 6, the wheel gets reset back to 2 as well.
Ah, I didn't know that. My hand is full of bad things. Will you take them?
No. I'm going to say, Brogan, Look straight down the camera, please. Look straight down the camera. Look at me in my eyes, being the camera.
I can't look at you because I'm laughing too much.
Just don't look at me. Look down your camera, your webcam. Now say Bloody Mary 3 times.
Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.
Stop it. Don't do it now. Mirrors are dead. What are you doing? I'm going to say no. Keep your bad things. Fucking good thing. You never take the... What would you roll? A 2? Okay.
2.
All right. I'm on 9. You're on 0. We're up to 7 bad things. I'm going to move my dice around a bit and see if I roll something other than 2. 1. Fucking typical. So even if I win, it's stupid. My hand is full of bad things. Will you take them?
Look right down the camera at me in the eyes.
I can look at you right down the camera, in the camera.
Right, okay, no, you're fine. Show me your fist. Show me your fist again. The finger side. Can you...
It's clenched very tight. I'm not going to be able to open my hand. Oh, okay, cool. I did it wrong, though. I only took 1 bad thing. I meant to take 7. I'm going to call that a loss on my part, because I broke the rules without realising it. Yeah, that's bad on me. Yep, I'll take that.
Yeah, okay.
Well, we're up to the 8.
8. 1. It really is, like, giving us just the single one. Right. My hand is full of bad things. Will you take them?
I will, because I feel like your hand was not in there long enough to pick out 8. God damn it. Fucking...
Do you know what? I also accidentally played wrong, so I'll take that
accidentally or purposely?
No, I accidentally because the dice was on 1, so...
Yeah, yep. That's why I did it as well, because I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
All right. Now we turn the wheel one more time, but now it's on 8 bad things every time until someone rolls a 6.
Yeah.
I've just rolled a 3. I'm counting. There we go. Okay. My hand is full of bad things. Will you take them?
I will take them.
That is 8 bad things in my hand. That means you take 3 bad things and I put 3 back. Maybe we should play to 10 because this game has gone a bit longer this time, isn't it?
Do you know what? I'm going to take a second to pause this because breaking news. I just had a message from Ronnie where he has found the copy of the letter I sent him saying thank you for picking me up from school.
Oh, has he sent it to you?
He sent it to me. Dear Ronnie, thank you for picking me up from school. If you hadn't picked me up, I would have stayed in school all day and all night. Love from Brogan.
Ah. Thank you, Ronnie. You gave us some content.
There we go. So yes,
right,
I'll post a copy of that to the socials.
Yeah. Is it handwritten or is it typed out?
It's handwritten. No, because it was just a little kid, so it's all handwritten. My handwriting was quite neat for that age.
Really? Yeah. Well, let's go a quick score check. I'm on 7.
I'm on 4. I have just rolled a 4.
Now remember, 8 bad things or 1 good thing. I think we're missing a crucial part of this, is that we can't see each other's bags.
I wonder.
So it just looks like we're doing nefarious things with our hands off camera.
But at the same time, would you not put the bag under the table?
You could, yeah. I guess.
My hand is full of bad things. Will you take them?
You are a liar. I will take your bad things. Which is actually a good thing. Oh, it's bad things. You rolled a 4?
Bad things. I rolled a 4.
So you have to put back 4 and I take 4. Mm-hmm. That means it's game over.
I put back all my pieces.
Yeah, game over. I'm at 11. So I think if that would certainly be a fun game with a lot of people. Well, 2 to 6 people, I think it says.
Do you know what? I actually really enjoyed it between the two of us. I think over Zoom it is funny.
It is different. I didn't know how well it would work, but it works all right over Zoom.
It does. It works really well, and we can definitely say we've played it objectively the worst way you can play this game, and it's still an excellent game.
Yeah. So even though it does not apply, it does not fit the criteria on the Steve Zahn Moody Octopus scale. What would you rate it?
Oh, happy octopus all the way.
Happy octopus, yeah. I dare say sneaky bag. If that was on the scale, I'd give it 2 sneaky bags out of 2. Because we happen to have 2 sneaky bags. Well, there you go. It gets our glowing reviews, at least, if no one else's. So
Yes.
we'll put the video up on social so you can watch us sort of. It looks like we're playing something, maybe not a game, but...
Essentially watch me kick Wayne's ass at this game.
Sure, why not? If that's what you want to call it. Whatever. Wrong button. There we go. The outro music started. So, that'll be at NicePodBud on social medias. You can look at it. Give us a shout as well, and we'll have a chat with you about stuff about the show, or you can ask us questions. You know what? You can even email us, admin@nicepodbud.com. Accent challenges or suggestions for other challenges are great. Or you can just talk to Brogan as well, at 7BillionNeedles.
And you can talk to Wayne at WayneGeo. And if you liked us playing You Lying Sack and have any other games you think it would be funny to see us play over Zoom, let us know.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to... I've got some other board games. I'm going to investigate and see what we can do. But I think, it might not work. Anyway, thanks for stopping by and having a listen.
As always, stay fresh, cheese bags.